Hey guys, this is Pranjal here again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So recently, last week on Thursday, we conducted a webinar for my course, which I'm going to start on the 30th of September, the boot camp, the AI App Development Bootcamp. So we conducted a webinar. We got a decent response for it, but we got some feedback that the quality of the video I shared during the webinar wasn't great. So I plan to just re-record the solution, the app that we went through, the app development that we went through. So we basically built a small app for automating email. So in email generation using OpenAI's GPT-4o mini model, and then sending that mail to anyone's inbox, to a user's inbox using Node Mailer. Right, so it was a small application which I built on it. It was a full stack application which I built on Node and React. So I just wanted to take you guys through it once more with a better quality experience, and consider this as a teaser to what's coming up for the boot camp. So yeah, I'll be just sharing my screen and taking you guys through everything, right? So just sharing my screen now, right? So yes, this AI app development bootcamp, as I said, it's going to start on the 30th of this month. So please go ahead and register it. The link will be there in the description. So I come with 15 years of experience in the tech and product space. I'm a serial entrepreneur and I co-founded a food tech startup back in Bangalore. I've also worked with top Indian startups like Lead Squared and Stanza Living, and built products for them, which is used by thousands of users. I'm very passionate about teaching practical AI development, and I'm on a mission to help developers build AI applications that actually ship to production, right? So we did a poll. I'll just skip through it. Now, why app development is important in 2025? Obviously, we all know that AI developer demand has been increasing over the past few years as compared to traditional developer demand, right? So jobs are growing and AI developer salaries are higher than standard developer roles. And most tech startups want to incorporate AI in their workflows, right? And there's a major skill gap, right? We have through our research, through talking to our partners, we've seen that there's a major skill gap. So yeah, I mean, that's what we intend to solve, right? So what most developers struggle with is basically there are some of the problems that we have seen that developers struggle with is unpredictability with output. Obviously, when we're working with Chat GPT, the output is it's mostly in a readable format, so the consistency in format doesn't matter. But when we talk about an application, the experience has to be structured, right? There are data structures, the UI is structured, so the backend is also structured. So if the output is unpredictable, then it really doesn't solve the use case, right? Then the second point is difficulty in integrating with existing AI systems and workflows. So we have seen that at times the integration becomes a problem. We start with something, but then we get stuck. And we face various challenges. So that's what we wanted to uncover. Then cost is another big problem. So unless we really understand how to optimize our prompts, we usually end up running in cost overruns, right? If we're doing a small pilot, it's all well and good, but when it goes to production, when we start getting thousands of API calls, then if the prompt is not structured well, if the number of tokens that we are utilizing for as input and output from the LLM, if that is not under control, then obviously it can hit us bad, right? Then lack of error handling. So we've seen, in cases that the output of the LLM and has to be handled very carefully, very, very carefully, right? So unless we do that, it ends up providing a very bad experience, right? And then performance at scale. So obviously, when we are talking about scaling, then most of these AI integrations fail badly, right? So we have to think it through, and we have to think the solution so that the our applications are really performing at scale, right? So now this is the application that we built, and we will build the same application here today as well. So basically, we will first generate an email using OpenAI. Then we will use an email service to send a mail using Gmail API or any other SMTP service. And so that's a small application that will be building. So I will just now, for the sake of hands-on demo, I will open. So I had shared this. All this is shared, by the way. So I'll share this. I'll put the links of all the code, this demo code and the slide deck on in the description, so you guys can refer to it. So yes, so let's quickly jump on to building this application. So let me quickly open my terminal from here, and first let me check. So as it says, we are building a Node and React application. So we first need to install Node. I have Node already installed on my machine, so I will just check for the version to check if it is installed. It is indeed. And then let me create a demo app. Let me name it demo app September 15th, since it's September 15 today. So let me first of all go inside my documents and projects folder, and let me create a folder known as demo app September 15th, right? Now, after creating demo app September 15th, we can create the client first of all, right? The npx create React app, it will create a React application, and it will put it inside a folder known as client inside our. So first things first is we have to cd inside our demo app September 15th, right? And then we can use this to create a client application. I can show you this. So if I, this is my projects folder, this is my demo app September 15, this is my client, and it is, as you can see, it is building the React application. So once the React application is built, we will have to install Axios and Bootstrap. Axios is basically a library. These are all Node libraries. So Axios is used to make API calls, and Bootstrap is used for designing the application, right? So now you can see the React application is built. As you can see, these are the folders, Node modules. This is the folder where all the Node libraries are kept. This is the package JSON. This is the public folder where images and other public files are kept. And then this is the source folder, which actually has the application. The app.js is the starting point of the React application, right? So now let me go ahead and install npm install. So let me first do a cd to my client first, and then let me install Axios and Bootstrap, right? So Axios and Bootstrap are installed. Now, let me just open Visual Studio Code, the ID of my choice, the ID that I like using the most. You can use cursor or any other ID. Open folder. Now I can go into the demo app September 15, and this is the folder, right? So now if I go to app.js, so this is my app.js. Now if I just go again inside my client folder and just say npm run, it will spin up npm start. Sorry guys, npm start. So it should spin up my React application and start running it on the default default port, which is 3000, right? So this is the React application. Now, if I just go back to my code, let's go to the front end part of it, the app.js. I've given the code, right? So I will just copy this code up till my front end part. So up till here, right? And I will just go back to my Visual Studio Code and replace my app.js with my updated code. This is what you see, right? So what we have done here is, guys, we have a email. We are asking for the email ID. We are asking for the name of the student. We are asking for the type of the email that we want to send to the student. And then we have a generate email method, which will generate the email body. And then we have a send method, which will basically send that email to this email ID. Right now, as you can see, the UI isn't great. So we installed Bootstrap, right? And I said it's for improving the it's for building it's for adding styles to my application, right? So why I didn't I mean why isn't it coming up? So let's go back. I'll tell you why it's not coming up because just need to go back to index.js and include the CSS file, right? They include the library, the Bootstrap library. Now, if I go back, I can see a much improved user interface now, right? So now the next step is to build the backend of the application, right? So now, firstly, we need to create a directory called server. So let me go back to my root directory, which is demo app September 15. Let me make a directory and do a server. Now let me go inside server and then I can initialize my node application with npm init -y, right? So this will create a node application. And then I will install all the libraries. As I said, these are all node libraries. So we have Express, which is the node server. We have cores for making cross-origin calls so that the API calls from my browser isn't blocked by my backend. Then we have to manage the environment variables. We have .env. We have OpenAI for integrating with the for generating emails. Then we have Node Mailer, we have Body Parser, we have Node Fetch, and we have Google APIs, right? So let us install everything, right? So now this is installed. Now my backend is also ready. As you can see here, the backend is ready, right? Now the next thing I need to do is, if I just go back to this, is I need an index.js file inside the server folder, right? So let me quickly go here, create a file called index.js. It will be obviously be an empty file right now, but I have the code, right? So let me just quickly copy paste this code and then I will tell you what it is doing, right? So up till here, yes, this is what we need to paste here. So now this code, as you can see, it's a straightforward code. At first we import or include all the requirements, the dependencies, the libraries that we need. Then we initialize Express. Then we add the cores so that, as I said, the API calls coming in from localhost 3000 aren't blocked by the server. So this is again a safety feature. And then we have, just to make ensure this is working, we have just initialized an endpoint to with a message that cause is working. Then we are initializing OpenAI, and then we have a generate email method, which is basically triggered when we click on generate email button. It will check for the type of the mail. If it's a reminder, this prompt is triggered. If it's a thank you, this prompt is triggered. Otherwise, this particular prompt is triggered. We are using GPT-4o Mini with the default configuration. And once this is done, then we will use the send Google Gmail's SMTP service to send email. And I will add my user ID and the password in the node variables, right? And so I just need a file called .environment. So .environment is a very important file, guys, because this is where I maintain my environment variables, right? So I have the environment variables in a file here. So let me just open this text file and let me paste them here, right? So this is where I have the my OpenAI key, which I obviously don't want you guys to see the user ID and the password, right? So this is what I have. These are the environment variables that I have. And once this is done, I can just go to the terminal. I can open another command prompt and I can cd to my server, right? And then I can just say node index.js, right? I'm getting some errors here. So OpenAI API key is missing. OpenAI API key is missing. Okay, right. Let me check. Let me just quickly debug this, guys. We have added this OpenAI API key here. Yes, we have indeed added it, right? Let me try once more. Yeah, it's pinned up, right? So there was some issue with saving the file, but as you can see, the backend is running now, right? Now we can go back uh to our application. I can enter my name and then I will write it's an invitation to the webinar, right? So now once I hit the generate button, it will call my API at the backend. Look, see, it is calling the generate email endpoint. It is passing my name and the email type as invitation, and now it will generate the email. So it is generated a email preview, right? It's generated it. So the basically the LLM sends us back the HTML. We parse it using the body parser library, and we showcase it on the UI, right, guys? So this is it. And then the email has been generated. Now we need to send the mail, right? And in order for you guys for me to show that the email is indeed being sent, I will open my inbox. Okay, and email is sent. I get a confirmation, and indeed the email is sent. This is the mail that I got. So yeah, so this is the application that we have built, all the source code, the slide the slide deck, everything is there in the description here, so don't worry. And if there's anything else, please feel free to comment on the video and I shall get back to you. Right, so we built this service. So we generated content using AI generation component. Then we sent an email using the email service integration component. Then we orchestrated the workflow. We coordinated the process flow with error recovery, logging, and monitoring. And then we have production readiness. We did added a bit of production readiness in terms of using environment variables rather than hard coding any kind of secret keys in our code, right? So now coming to the the boot camp, which is starting on the 30th of September. This is it will be a 6 week curriculum. It will be a one-on-one coaching, hands-on experience for all of you guys. So week 0 and 1 will have the setup plus all the API basics. Week 2 will be about prompt engineering, where we will see how to craft prompts for structured outputs. We will see templates and we will do a lot of testing, because prompt engineering is indeed one of the most important aspects of building AI powered applications, right? Then the third week will be about databases and embeddings. Now, in this short application, the demo that we saw, there was no database, right? But in real world applications, we need a database. We need a place of storage where we can store user content, or we might even want to store embeddings, right? So LLMs understand embeddings. We'll see that during the course, but LLMs understand embeddings. So when we are interacting with embeddings, when we do want to carry out an AI search, right? Then we use vector databases, right? So it's also called semantic search, by the way. Then we will move on to AI workflows, where we will connect with AI, the storage and the APIs and the any other third-party application like your CRM or your Gmail or your Slack. We will handle recovery errors, and we will see how to recover from them, and so on, right? Then we will our once our backend is built, we will go ahead and integrate it with our front end. We will build a front end application. It could be a web application, or it could be a mobile application. We can try both, depends on what you guys want. And then we will learn all about deployment, right? Which cloud service to use, how to deploy, how to use Kubernetes, how to use Docker, and all of that, right? So that is what we are going to see in the 6 weeks, right? And the options for the course. So we will have a poll. You guys can choose, bring in your own project, which obviously is in line with the course, or we will have an option of choosing from multiple projects, like an AI research assistant, for which takes a topic, searches the web or academic sources, summarizes findings into sections, and then generates a formatted report. Or it could be an AI marketing campaign generator, which takes product description and target audiences input and outputs, ad copies, social media posts, email campaigns, and so on. Right. It could be an AI customer support agent with workflow integration, which answers FAQs from a knowledge base, escalates when confidence is low, creates a ticket in a support system, and so on. Right. So, so basically, this was my, request for you to join the course. It will be a great experience for you. You will learn hands-on We will build hands-on. It's not going to be theoretical course, guys. We will be very hands-on. We will have multiple product projects to work on. You will learn to ship production-ready apps. You will learn about error handling, security, scalability, cost optimization, and everything, right? And then, of course, you will get one-on-one mentorship from myself and a few more of my friends and partners who are there with me on this project, right? And you will walk away with a portfolio of projects, GitHub ready projects. We will also deploy a live app, so you can walk away with a live app as well, right? And so these are the instructors. I already introduced myself to you guys. Then we have Yuktesh Kashyap. Yuktesh is a co-founder and CTO. He's running his own AI consulting firms. He's happy to help us. He's worked with companies like Citibank and Mu Sigma in the past, brings in great uh, a- industry experience, and he's really passionate about helping students like you guys succeed, right? Then we have Priyadarshi Vivek, again, a veteran of the industry, comes in with more than 16, 17 years of overall experience, worked with companies like JP Morgan Chase, currently working with Target in the product role. And he's an MBA from AIM Manila, with deep knowledge in product development, right? So that was it, guys. Thanks a lot, and thanks again for your time. And do please enroll in the course. The link is there in the description. You can also reach out to me on my WhatsApp number, which is given here, or just drop me a mail, and I will be happy to answer to any of your guys' queries. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time, and that's it for now. Signing off, but hopefully we once we start the course, it will be a great learning experience for everyone, and we see great enthusiasm and a great response from you guys. Thanks again. Thanks for watching.